Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have a review of it's one of those well-known and unknown fragrances. I think many people heard of this, but I don't think many people talk about it. So this is very famous British brand from United Kingdom. It's called Lush, L-U-S-H, and their main business is soaps and oils and things like that, in that nature. But since 2010 or so, they started to venture into perfumes, and this one was one of the first releases, and what a release and what a statement maker. So this one in particular called Lush Lust. So this one is Lush Lust, is 100 ml, is eau de parfum. In terms of presentation, very simplistic, very minimalistic, simplistic design, which I like. This is my philosophy. I always say in my videos, give me the simplest and the basic bottles and things like that, and boxes, but give me the best juice you can get me and I'll be very happy. But if you give me a very elaborate, over the top presentation and the juice is not good enough, what is the point? Is going to be a waste of money, time and resources. So very simplistic bottle unboxing. I don't have the box. The wifey went through the Lush Lust, at least I think 4 or 5 bottles of it. She absolutely adores it. She loves it. I adore it on her. I wear it a few times myself, so it is quite unisex. It leans a little bit on the feminine side, not much, because the base is quite woody and it's ambery, giving it a little bit of that unisex feel. But this, first thing first, let me tell you, this is a monster. Is huge, is big, is bold, is massive. So this is for people who like the bold, big, massive, in your face, screeching fragrances or perfumes, because this is not subtle in whatsoever shape. Even if you put 1 or 2 sprays of it, it fills the room, it fills the house, it fills the other side of the road. So it is loud, is obnoxious, is bold, is huge, is big personality in here. So you need to like that kind of fragrance first and foremost. So you need to be very confident person. I'm a confident person. I wore it a few times, no problem, but I know a few people that they run away from fragrances like this. Anyway, so this is first thing. Second thing, you need to like your jasmine, because this is a jasmine bomb. This is all about jasmine, and more jasmine. Although there are some other players, but the rest of them are really in the background, just supporting the jasmine to shine, to just keep going. So note breakdown is quite simple. Let me redo the notes if I can. Alright, so it says jasmine. Seriously, very understated. Yeah, ylang ylang, vanilla, sandalwood and rose. I smell a little bit of cedar in here as well, but again, it's a supportive role, is in the background, and also it's got an ambery body to it, and the amber here is quite fluffy and it's quite effervescent and it's quite light. It's not a deep dense amber, but overall there's an amber feel to it as well. The rose, I don't get that much. It's just a hint of it, just to balance everything together here, just to balance every other player together. And also the ylang ylang is the next thing after jasmine, after massive jasmine, which is all about jasmine and more jasmine. It is ylang ylang here, giving it the lift and giving it that tropical, that floral and that yellow feel to it. So both jasmine and the jasmine is a white floral, and the ylang ylang is a yellow floral, so it gives it that bright, happy feel to it. Overall, this is a quite bright fragrance, but it's deep and dense in the same time. It's one of those that it could be a little bit on the confusing side. Some people smell it and they think it's very, very deep and dense. To some extent, because of the huge florals in here, it is quite deep, but it's not deep and dense and resinous or anything like that. And because it's got a big personality and it's got a massive, massive projection and massive longevity, people think this is very heavy. It's not heavy, it's quite on the effervescent side as well. Vanilla, yes, from the beginning to end you always feel that vanilla because it's giving it that sweetness. Overall this is quite sweet but not overly sweet. It's done very well with the other players. The perfumer for this is Mark Constantine, which is I smelled many fragrances from him before, or at least few fragrances from him before, and he's doing a very good job so far, and never had a fragrance from him, a creation from him that is on a bad side or on the mediocre side. He's always doing a fantastic job with fragrances, so he's a very able perfumer. Anyway, so it came out 2010 and it's targeted unisex, and as I said, is to my nose quite unisex, but it leans a little bit on the feminine side. Age, it is one of those, again, very confusing one because it's very bold and it's very big and it's got a massive personality to it, especially that Jasmine and more Jasmine, and it's big on the florals. You think, okay, this is a mature person perfume. Yes, to some extent, but in the meantime it's very playful and it's very shall we put it, it's very it's quite understated in the meantime. It's so what I mean is anybody can wear it. I would say anybody kind of 25 and over can easily wear this. Maybe if you go under 25, it could be a little bit on challenging side for young nose. But even if you are a young person, say you are a 20 years old lady or a man, and you like your big bold Jasmine, you love this because the performance on this is stellar, especially for a price. It retails for £70 in the United Kingdom. But it is the good news about this is readily available, discounted. You can find it in many places, maybe around £40 or so, which is for that price, it's a bargain because, as I said, this is a massive, huge performer. And the smell to match with that. The smell is divine. The smell is beautiful. The smell is mesmerizing. The smell is very captivating. It's very sexy, is alluring, is very sensual, and all these things, it will add to this beautiful complexity of this fragrance, which is in the same time is quite simple, but in the meantime is very complex because it's got so many facets to it. The biggest facet obviously Jasmine, as I said, but there are some other facets to it which makes it very compelling. So overall, this is a beautiful fragrance with a massive butt, and the massive butt is, it's not for everybody. Even though it's super done, superbly gorgeous, it's very well constructed, it's very well, its perfumer is one of the highest perfumery and also the highest standard of ingredients in here, because it smells very realistic, it smells very natural. Obviously there are some synthetic elements in here because of that price point, but the perfumer and the ingredients in here done a superb job to convey that natural feel to it. So you never feel like this is synthetic, unnatural, harsh or anything like that. From the beginning to the end, which is hours upon hours, this is gorgeous, beautiful and all-rounded fragrance. What else? Longevity, ridiculous. On my skin and the wife's skin, it went easily about 24 hours, no exaggeration whatsoever. On materials, it goes days if not weeks. The only problem is the color, because it's got red or deep amber to it, the coloring, you have to be careful to not spray it on basically light material or bright material. If you have dark material like black, deep red and things like that, it's okay, but otherwise just on the skin. And the advice is wear it, spray it on the skin at least about half an hour before you put your shirt or dress or whatever you're doing, because if it's still wet on your skin, it will definitely stain. In terms of spray, yeah, I put 3 sprays of this, and that is more than enough. This is very loud, very, very big, very. In terms of projection, you'd get at least about 5 arms length of projection for 7 to 8 hours. Massive, massive, huge. So that's why I say this is amazing fragrance, because I love my big, bold fragrances and also loud fragrances. So this is very loud. This is not for a faint-hearted. This is not for people who like subtle things, the people who like their understated thing. No, this is unapologetically massive, bold, in your face. It will enter any room, any place before you do, so you need to be very, very confident to wear this. But I highly, highly recommend it. I give it massive, massive, beautiful 10 out of 10. I think this is, to me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, this is a masterpiece. For that price, this is a bargain. Absolutely, yes, yes, yes. But always remember the things I mentioned in the video. This is not for everyone. Okay, guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. Oh, let me tell you the season. The season for this is all year round. If you put in, for example, if you were in summer, just 1 spray or 2, maybe that's it. And in winter, maybe a little bit more, maybe 3 or 4, and that's it. Okay, so it's all year round, but it's a little bit better suited for cooler weather. In terms of people, as I said, 25 and up to be on the safe side, again, because of that big, massive personality in here. In terms of occasion, this is beautiful for going out, for evening, for formal occasion, for close encounter, for dating, for wedding, anything that is very, very special. Although you can wear it casually, easily, but I think this is very, very opulent and very well done, so it's better suited for those occasions. And in terms of sex, as I said, this is unisex, although it leans a little bit on the feminine side because of that massive, massive floral in here. But I'm a man, I wore it a few times and no problem whatsoever. And I love it because it's a massive jasmine in here, and I absolutely adore that. And in terms of basically who is it for, again, this is for people who are confident what they're wearing, because this is will wear you instead of you wear it if you're not confident enough, because as I said, this is very bold, massive, very big personality, and unapologetically massive, loud, and very long lasting, and very, very strong, and basically very, very strong. Okay, all right, guys, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They are amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. If you like to buy one of my own perfumes and this way support me and get something very beautiful in return, yes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. They call the scent of Persia because the ingredients is come from my country, Iran, Persia. We are the first civilization on earth to make perfumes, to make perfume oils over 5,000 years ago. So we know 1 or 2 things about perfumes and perfume oils. So I bring them here, I mix them together, I come up with perfumes. There are 18 of them in my lineup. Each of them are beautiful, very unique, mesmerizingly beautiful, very mysterious, artistic, ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. But you need to live in United Kingdom in order to purchase them. I leave them in the link as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye, bye, bye.